So today's video is a health talk. Some of you must be wondering why I make these raw food recipe videos. Being a chartered accountant, I could have practiced as a public accountant, make money, and why am I sitting like this without making any money and spending 4 or 5 hours making these recipe videos? I must be a fool or I must be rich. I don't think it is true in either cases. Well, nobody thinks that he or she is a fool. So am I. I don't think I am. And at the same time, I am not rich also. But then I have come to some realizations. And some of you know that I posted a blog as my 100-day transformation earlier. And today, I want to share the top 5 reasons, the top 5 objectives, the top 5 goals for me to make these raw food videos so that I can help others. So for one, I wanted to help others just like I have been benefited from the raw food. So also I wanted to help you and your friends and family. See, for the past 2.5 years that I am into this raw food diet, I have been rid of some chronic diseases like diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, a potential angiogram, and so on and so forth. And not only that, in the past 2.5 years, I don't recollect being sick other than cold maybe once or twice, headaches a few times. Other than that, I didn't get really sick. And I think the raw food diet has considerably helped me. So I thought if it can help cure diseases and if it can help potentially avoid from you getting some diseases, then why don't I share this knowledge with you so that a larger population could be benefited from the experience that I had gone through. That's reason number 1. The second thing is, through these videos, I wanted to make you realize that this food can also taste as good as the cooked ones. Now, the taste of the raw food does not mean it is simply eating raw vegetables, raw fruits in their most dry form and a familiar taste. No, it's not just about that. I wanted to share the knowledge that you could use these ingredients in different ways, just as we use the same ingredients to make different kind of recipes in cooked recipes. Similarly, in the raw food recipes also, you can make different varieties of dishes. That is something I wanted to convey, and through my words and what I explain, probably I also share and make you feel that these actually taste as good as the cooked ones, some of them even better. But I just have to highlight it time and again that just like every cooked food is not the same, so also every raw food recipe, even if it looks like a cooked recipe, it's not the same. It is different, but it is as good. That is the second objective for which I am doing this and sharing this knowledge with you. The third thing is, I want to tempt you in a very visual way that this is not a boring food, this is something you would want to eat and taste it. The reason why I take those slow motion videos of the final product, the reason why I spend so much time on the lighting and make sure that the final product comes out really appealing to you visually is because I want you to realize that whether we are making a coffee or a chocolate or a burfi sweet or any kind of other sweets or ice creams, anything that I can make can be visually very appealing, just as the cooked ones, many times even better. Now there is only so much I can tell through a picture. I thought a video can display much better. That's why I make these videos and show it to you. The other reason, the kind of the fourth reason why I want to make this, I want you to appreciate by directly watching that this is actually easier than you would think. Now, some of you would have been seeing my posts in social media, whether it is Facebook, or WhatsApp, or any other media. I have been sharing the pictures for the last 2.5 years, and I have also been sharing the recipes briefly. But then, you still think that there is some puzzle to this inside, and they must be difficult to make. Only Mallik can make. No, there is nothing like that. I don't have any secret fingers or hands. I got into cooking just with these raw food recipes in the last 2.5 years. I don't have great experience in this. So if I can make it, I think that anybody can make it. And to prove that these are easy to make, I make these YouTube recipes and show it to you visually. The other thing is, when I make these raw food recipes, either you can make in a gourmet fashion where you use elaborate ingredients and lots of them, visually decorate them in different ways, make it a very complex recipe, 5-star kind of a food in terms of the decoration as well as the taste. That could be done, and maybe I could also do, but then that was not my intention. I wanted to show that interesting recipes can be made in very simple fashion using ingredients that are locally available. Here, even in India, there are many ingredients which are available, which you could use just like that and make good recipes. A perfect example of that is the spinach sambar soup that I made 3-4 days back, I suppose. So if you have seen that video, I just made this with sambar soup. Now, many of us in India are familiar with sambar, and if you are enjoying the video, can you please click on the like button? We like that taste also. So I made this soup using the local ingredient, and it came out really well. So that's why showing is believing. So I thought YouTube is a good way of explaining and telling. The fifth reason why I have some of the health talks is also because I want to share with numbers and prove that living on raw food need not be expensive. I have calculated many times in my own family expenses that I do not spend a lot of money on raw food, even though I am eating a lot of dry fruits and nuts. Now, somebody who is familiar, or rather many people who are familiar with the regular cooked food, many of us use carbohydrates, and these carbohydrate rich foods you may have to consume in a larger quantities. For example, the amount of energy that you get with 1 kg of carbohydrates, which is inclusive of vegetables, ingredients, cooking oil, the starch, rice, wheat, atta, bread, whatever, all these dals, lentils. If you include all of this, you could be easily consume more than a kg every day. But if you were to consume dry fruits or nuts, maybe you just need 100 or 150 grams per day to give you the same amount of energy. And then it doesn't work out to be so expensive. And this is not to include the saving that you get from medical expenses. If someone was diagnosed with hypertension, diabetes, heart ailment, or a high cholesterol, the kind of medicines that we are given to take all our life, they are so expensive. You will easily offset all that with the raw food diet. This food is not expensive. I have been benefited in a big way, and not only physically, I am also benefited emotionally. I feel much more happier. I feel spiritually elevated. I feel much more smarter. Some of you could be thinking this guy is a fool to not make money, and I think I am wiser to realize that by making more money, I can try to buy happiness by putting that time into doing things that I like. Maybe I still get the happiness which is not just equivalent, actually higher than making money. And this time that I'm utilizing in making these YouTube videos is for others also to be benefited just like I have been benefited. I want you also to go through this journey and understand this is a happy way of living. Try it out. If you have any questions, put it down in the comments below. I will try to provide answers if I know. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day. Thanks for your time. Please click whether you disliked it or liked it. Anything is better than none. Send your comments as well. I post several videos. You may like at least some of them. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and also click on the notification bell.